Hey
Hey
guys,
guys,
welcome back to Likewise Pod. I'm Issa.
and I'm Sam, and we're so excited for another episode this week. I'm kind of sad because this is our last episode of May, and it's just been such a fun month full of author interviews and us spilling our secrets to the world. Just really growing this time of year in true spring fashion. But this week, we're so excited because we have one of our great author besties, Ellie, on, but formerly Elaine. Um, we're professionals around here. So I'm just going to pass it off to her to introduce herself however she wants.
Okay, hi. Yeah, I go by Ellie, been by Ellie, but I figured Elaine Richards was the more professional romance author vibe. But yeah, no, this is my, I like to call my debut into society. I used to write poetry, and I decided this last year after I had my second baby that I need to do what I love. I need to make my dreams come true. So I decided to write this book 5 weeks postpartum and just kind of went for it. This is the year that you know, do my dreams, have my dreams, do stuff for me. And that's it. And now I'm excited to see what happens.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Oh, I did not know that. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love
sorry. I'm just
that.
like thinking about that. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, now your second baby, like, always part of your author debut journey. Author journey.
Yeah.
So fun. I'm so excited for this episode and to like really get into it all and ask you all of our burning questions that we've honestly had for months. Um, but of course, before we get into it, we're going to start this episode as we always do with our roses and thorns. So Sam, do you want to kick us off with those?
Of course. If I'm talking a little softer than I normally do on the pod, it's because my tonsils are huge. And this happens to me a couple times a year. But it's never enough to like need to get them out. So currently I have a peppermint tea with some honey. That's also a new development. I've never liked tea before in my life until the last couple months, and I have two teas that I like. And then okay, Rose, that I forgot to think of earlier. Reason why I need to do everything I'm doing to get my tonsils to shrink. I also have vapor rub on my neck right now, and it's like really hot.
Oh,
Um, is because tomorrow I'm going to a Pete Davidson like comedy show. I'm going to his tour with my work bestie, and I need to be able to laugh. And currently at this moment, I cannot laugh because it hurts too much. And I don't know how. Okay, also, like, what if I get the ick from Pete Davidson? That would be terrible. Um, but real rose is that I've been on a writing kick and it is so good. And it's even better than any other writing kick because Issa and I are on the writing kick at the same time. And so that is making good things happen. But those are my roses and thorns. Ellie, what are yours?
Um, I'm honestly going to start with my thorns, and it has been carpal tunnel in both of my hands and wrists. I am holding on by a thread, and that has just been putting a damper in everything. That is just self-explanatory. And then I think my roses, honestly, this is like mom life related, is my son just got into speech therapy and he's 4 years old. And today was his first appointment and he did so good. So that was like a mom accomplishment for me to be able to see that. And that whatever else was like good for the rest of the week, that kind of tops it.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Also, if I sound different, it's because I just changed my mic, but maybe I don't. Hopefully I do.
No,
I
it
hope
sounds
it's
so
different
good.
better.
It's like
Okay,
crispy.
good. Yeah, because it was with my headphones, which was annoying, but now it's like with my, anyways,
Do I
that's the
sound
point.
okay?
Oh yeah, no, you sound
Doesn't.
great.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, what was it, last week, the week before? One of the
Yeah.
weeks, I sounded like I was on the phone. I was like, this is embarrassing for like half of it for my call. And then Sam's call, like I sounded fine. I was like, cool, great, amazing. Um, Oh, no, but that's so cute. Oh, I had to do speech therapy when I was in elementary school, but my parents said that I didn't need like super bad. They just wanted like a success story. I was like, okay, but now I can say my S's, so joke's on
There
them.
you go.
Um, Okay, my thorn is last week, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, last week I went to the dentist and like I've been having this like popping in my jaw over the past like couple months or whatever. And so I told him about that. And then they're like, yeah, you clench your jaw. I said, cool. And then so they want me to get like a night guard, but the one that they want me to get is like $600. I'm not gonna do that. So I got like a $20 one off of Amazon, but not just one, five. So, so I spent like the 20 minutes before we got on the call, like molding a night guard. I mean, one of them's 3 millimeters tall, and then the other one's 6. So now I have options. Yeah, live up love. Cannot wait for that. Anyways, hopefully it works, and I don't have to spend $600. My rose, honestly, yeah, life is just good right now. I don't know, like I was trying to think of something specific, but no, it's just like good overall. And also have been like sending some fun little writing stuff to like some of our friends, and everyone's liked it so far and have left fun comments. And like, yeah, it's so funny because my sister still hasn't read what we've sent to some people, and so we don't have
She's
her comments
fired.
to look at. Yeah, real. Badly. But I'm like, oh, nice. Love it. Can't wait.
Amazing. Yeah, no, we're just really diving into our, I don't know, author era, except we have no idea what we're doing. So, um, yeah.
Real.
But
I'm
today,
here to help.
no, exactly. I was like, we've learned so much. We actually kind of do know what we're doing, like we don't, but we do, because we've learned so much from all of our amazing author friends who are all like indies and have gone through it, done
Literally
the
give advice for
self-publishing.
free.
Literally. No, actually,
Like, thanks.
well, like we sent something to a friend and I was like, wait, should I be expecting an invoice? Like, I'm like, wait.
Real.
Yes, but today's a super, super special day because the day this episode comes out is actually Ellie's release day for her debut novel. So exciting. I'm actually in the middle of reading it right now because we're art reading. And I was reading at work, but actually, no, I wasn't. For legal reasons.
If you work with Sam, no, she was not
Yeah, if
reading
you
at
work
work.
with me, no, I wasn't. But
She was busy doing
yeah.
work stuff.
I was. And I almost cried. And I was like, wait, I can't cry in my cubicle right now. But yeah, and I'm just like addicted to it. Like I think I sent you a text that was like, I'm addicted and I'm only at 30%. And I'm just so excited. The way I've been feeling. Okay, I usually don't talk this much before letting you talk about your own book, but I'm going to. My current feelings is that like I don't know how you do what you do, but the way that you write about nostalgia is just like you are a wordsmith, like a wizard with nostalgia. Like I feel like you just like took a syringe and like injected it somehow, and it's just so good. Anyways, that's my little soapbox. But yes, before we start asking you questions all about it and your writing process, we'll just let you give whatever quick promo you want about You Right Now Is the Best.
Okay. Yeah, like you said, this is officially out. I don't know. It's going to be on, or is Kindle Unlimited. It's going to be through Amazon. Hopefully, I'll be able to eventually have it in some little bookstores. I have a few in mind that I want to reach out to, and that's just the goal. But for right now, yeah, Kindle Unlimited has my heart, and I'm so excited to have it on there. And yeah, like I said, Amazon. Do you want me to read the little synopsis of it?
Of course.
Okay.
Please.
It says, "What do you want right now?" Lucy Collins returns to her hometown to sell her childhood cottage and move on with her life. But as her summer unfolds, so does a wave of long-held secrets. Amidst the chaos, Lucy crosses paths with Sawyer Banks. Although Lucy has no intentions of starting up a relationship, she cannot deny the magnetic pull she feels towards him. Sawyer finds himself the owner of the town's no-name restaurant as he desperately seeks to break free from the path his family has set for him. Despite it all, he can't help but worry if walking away from certainty was worth it. As Lucy and Sawyer navigate their personal struggles, they discover a shared journey towards happiness and fulfillment. You Right Now is the Best is a heartful story about self-discovery and the power of right now. But yeah. It's like, honestly, I know everyone's like kind of saying it, but my goal is for it to 100% be Hallmark. Hallmark. I want all the Hallmark vibes in it. I am hoping that that lives up to it. I love the small town vibes. That's a good thing considering I wrote a small town romance. But yeah, I'm just, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. And I know I'm biased. I'm biased 100%, but I love it and I'm so proud. It's not perfect, but like, you know what? The first one never is.
No,
I said the same thing about my kids.
Oh, frick. That means my parents are saying that about me.
No, I 100%. We learn all the time with my kids. Oh, now we know how to act with the second one. We just got a second dog. Oh, we know how to act with the second one. So trial and error, baby. Trial and error.
Yeah, that's so true. No, okay. Honesty hour. I'm only like 11% through. I've just been so busy this week and I'm so annoyed because I love it so much. But literally when you said Hallmark, I was like, yes, that's what it is. Because I was like, this is so like, this just feels like something I know. It's because I know Hallmark. I love Hallmark. I love that. Oh my gosh.
I'm not
so
afraid about it. People are like, it's so cheesy. It's so predictable. I'm like, well, every romance book is. If it has an HEA, it is. It's predictable. What's wrong with that? It's a comfort. It's the same way I watch the same shows over and over. I want to know the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is why Issa reads the last page of every book she reads first. Like, this is.
I do the same thing. I do that same exact thing. I have to know the ending.
Yes. It just helps me get there. I mean, but I don't do it when I'm like reading on Kindle or like ARCs and stuff because it's so hard, like getting to the last page and then going back. So I'm like,
no, but if it's like this, I will open up to the last page.
Mm-hmm.
And I sound so aggressive about it, but it's because people are like, you're spoiling it. I don't care.
No, I
want to know the last line. Yeah, like, the last line is
I want to know what is going on. I love that. Okay, yay, found my person. I love it.
Yes. Oh, so exciting. Okay, wow. Not me. I'm getting shocked. I'm acting like I've never seen these questions before in my life. And we made this doc. I was like, wait, what? Okay, so excited to get into more questions and know more about what writing You Right Now is the Best was like for you. So I don't know, would you say you have like a favorite line or moment that you have written and why?
So I was actually really thinking about this and anything I could have said, I'm like, it's such a spoiler. I don't want to do that. But I did find this one thing. Can I read it?
Please.
Okay. It says, but I still believe that it wouldn't have been fair to make him deal with someone who is emotionally closed off. Sawyer has so much love to give. That is something that I learned this summer, and I was ready to match him with that energy. But I couldn't give him what he deserved, and I tried to preserve his heartbreak by apparently creating a whole different kind.
I have tears welled up in my eyes.
And I know this sounds like sad and negative, and that's like fine. But honestly, I loved writing that because it kind of healed myself. Because I kind of tried to, a couple weeks after dating my husband, I tried to be like, oh my God, look, I'm too much for you. Like, we have to cut it off. And he was like, no. And he kind of resembles Sawyer in the sense that he's like perfect. He is the perfect book boyfriend in real life. And he was like, what? Like, I'm there for you, just, but take the time that you need. So even though he was sad, he like wanted to, so it healed me. And so he waited. And then I think 24 hours later, I ran back to my husband and then we got married 2 months later. So that line right there was my favorite because even though it goes for Lucy and Sawyer, it like healed me. And it was just so nice to be able to like have that. And yeah, I don't know. It's so cute. I created this whole other person to like,
That's so sweet. Oh my gosh. And I guess kind of going off of that, is there a character that you've written that you feel that you relate to the most?
Lucy. Like,
Okay.
no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
So real.
Lucy. And I know that makes, I mean, you would think like this is my first book, or, you know, that I'm at least sharing. I'm not saying that this isn't, I've written other stuff. But yeah, Lucy, 100%. Another thing is she has, you know, I'm not going to say too much, but, you know, she has a very complicated relationship with her mother. And I did. And so, as you can see, I don't care sharing personal things. And that was another thing. I got to just heal so much through this book in writing Lucy. And you get to kind of see how she handles that, because she finds these people, the friends or people that have taken her in. She has her grandmother. Now she's trying to get rid of the cottage that she grew up in. And so it's just so much grief, everything. And, but like, it doesn't matter. She has all these people telling her, look, I'm there for you. But she has it in the back of her head. Oh, but my mom isn't. And so she deals with that. And I had that. And that was another thing where I just, oh, it was like, I got it out on paper. And I think I like healed 20 years of trauma by doing that. And so it was just so sweet. And I got to like write Lucy's ending however I wanted, because I have the control. And so that was the greatest thing. And it was like a big hug to like childhood Ellie, 7-year-old Ellie, who wanted to write and have stories, that wrote to escape from that type of life. And so it was just, oh, it was the greatest thing. I love her. I love her so much.
Oh, that is so beautiful and so lovely. And I know I'm not that far into it, but when like kind of you're at the beginning of the book and you're kind of getting your initial feel of what her relationships are like with these people in her life, as you're kind of getting the background, as she's getting back to her childhood home and all the things, like you're kind of just trying to pick up on it, and you can, I don't know, like right away, I knew, because like I didn't like look too much into like when you read the blurb, I was like, why did I forget that was the blurb? Like I out of nowhere, I was like, wait, I forgot about this. So I almost still felt like I went into reading a little blind, and just from knowing like you and what you posted on social media, like personally about like your life and things, I was like, as I started picking up the things, I was like, oh, this is so Ellie. Like I was like, this is so her like injecting herself into it, which I always like, I love thinking that way when I'm like reading my friends' books, because like everybody always says like my first book, like I put my whole heart and soul, and that is me, because that's just what you do when you write what you know, and it just like becomes this beautiful story of healing that so many people then relate to, and you're like, wait a second, what?
I know. And then it helps me not feel so alone. And like I had to, because I have so many other little stories up in this noggin of mine, and they don't necessarily relate to me. I think I'll always pull and, you know, from parts of my life. But I think this one I had to start with like, get this out, you know, literally heart on my sleeve, on the floor, every just blood everywhere of my whole entire soul and life and everything, and get that over with, and then just have fun with other stuff that I haven't planned.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. I cannot wait to finish reading, and tell me why I don't want to sleep tonight and I want to finish. Maybe I will. So you kind of said that your husband is kind of like the perfect book boyfriend in real life, and in a lot of ways, like him and Sawyer are similar. But besides your husband, do you have any like muses or like celebrities, people that you'd like fan cast, or as we're calling it now, author casting, for your characters?
Yeah.
Of course.
So of course, like, so since she's a redhead, you know, my first thing when I started writing it was thinking of all the, you know, popular Pinteresty redheads that you see. And then as I started writing her more and talking to one of my friends, I honestly think that Lucy is, if you could dye Lily Reinhardt's hair red, that could be Lucy. So I'm like actually gonna give my friend Cindy a shout out for saying that. But also, what is that from? Uh, Once Upon a Time, 100. She's also in Grey's Anatomy. I blanking on her name,
Oh,
but like anyway, her too, and that gives no context. There's her, and then
Amazing.
Sawyer is Dacre Montgomery, but also Dacre Montgomery mixed with Chase Crawford, specifically as Nate Archibald.
I
Yeah,
love
I
the
can see it.
specifics.
I love that.
Love it, love it, love it.
Oh my gosh, that is so fun. Now, yeah, like, okay, not that I wasn't into my dream, but this is like the kick I need. First, your line that you wrote, love it, obsessed with that, cannot wait to get to that point in the book. Oh my gosh, and now just the author cast. I just love knowing. I think it's so fun. I'm like, now I'm in their head even more than I already was reading their book.
Yes. Or like, okay, if I've seen people's character art before I read, then sometimes I use that a little bit to create like someone in my head. But it's funny because I'll be like picturing everything like a movie, like very like I'm watching like a Nicholas Sparks like movie or something,
Yes.
as like there's a beautiful like honey like filter kind of over it, and like it's just like great. And I'm like picturing real life things like a movie, but then like when it goes to the person, I'm like imagining they're like cartoon, like illustrated drawing. So that's new. That's happened to me a couple times. But now I'm so excited to imagine a redhead Lily Reinhart because I love her. So
Yeah.
that's exciting. Wow.
Oh, I love it. And okay, I know that like you've kind of, well, maybe you haven't. I don't know. Sorry, I don't pay the best attention, or like I pay attention and think it's like someone else when it's not actually them. Awkward. Anyways, what inspired you right now is the best. Like, how did you come up with this idea?
Um, so I do want to make the disclaimer that I know grammatically it doesn't make sense of saying you right now is the best. So I do want to say that it comes from like the you of an idea. And I got the inspiration from Right Now the Best by Zach Bryan off of his American Heartbreak album. Love, 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 love Zach Bryan. There's not a day we don't listen to him. And that was another thing after I had my daughter. I was listening to him anyway, but that song just really stuck to me, was on repeat. And it's just the idea of, focusing on right now. And that's what I needed to do after having a kid, now having two kids. And I just needed to focus on right now. And I get so into my head and I was like, I got to do it. And then that stemmed from like, I need to do something for me. I've always loved writing. I've always had this dream. And so I'm like, this is what is great for me right now. It's the best idea. And so I took that, and I get every inspiration from all music. And I think like every title going forward, I'm okay, maybe not every title, but I do have a couple titles in mind that also are inspired by songs. So I think music is just my biggest inspiration, and that's where that all stemmed from.
Yes. I love that because we are very much music girlies through and through around here. Like everything we do, like, is music, even if it's just like an Easter egg or something. Like, there's always some sort of tie, or like every time we have creative ideas, we like literally just use music to guide them and I don't know, make it our own. It's how Issa and I make our brains connect. Something like that. Oh my gosh, one of our favorite questions ever. Stepping outside of being an author and being a reader, like favorite books, like a book you would recommend to absolutely everybody.
I do this every time, and regardless of it sticking from seventh grade, I will 100% say The Great Gatsby, because I mean, I'm sure everyone has read it, but I don't care. I think you should read it all the time. It's one of the first books that have like just stuck with me, point blank. But no, one of my favorite books is The Light We Left. Oh my God. Maybe it's not my favorite book because I am totally
That's
And then the
awkward.
title,
No.
right? I know, and I'm not even near all of my books right now. But no, like if it's a second chance romance, I'm reading it. I'm reading that. So that's that. But I don't have a lot of time to read, so I don't know anymore.
That's so fair. That is so
Very real.
I mean, I guess kind of on that, like, are there any books that you're just absolutely itching to read right now?
I really want to read the King of Sin series because I have King of Wrath just sitting on my bookshelf staring at me every day that I'm editing. And I'm like, I want to read you, but I'm also like reading 10 other books at a time for client work. So I'm like, I'll see you soon. And then like all my friends' books. I have like all my friends. Like I have Carly Brenda's book that I started and I've been wanting to finish it and I haven't had the time. And then also I am only halfway through Akatar and that's just been sitting there also staring at me. So I'm also a mood reader. So it's very, very hard because I'm like, yeah, I love this. Just kidding. I'm gonna see you next month, buddy.
Yeah, literally us.
Yeah.
Like getting
Like-
through a 10 before the end, rough. Never again.
No, whatever you do, we're getting close to the new year and you see people posting a 10 before the end list and you're like, oh, I should do that. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Like 10 books in a month.
Yeah,
like-
it's like I can't remember when we first saw people doing it. Like maybe
It was
around
like sometime in
Thanksgiving.
November-ish.
Yeah.
Or like maybe it was like October. I don't know. But it was just like 10 books that I want to read before the end of the year. So it was like a month or two before the end of the year. And we're like, oh my
probably
gosh,
like
we
10
should do that.
weeks.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my
Oh.
gosh, we should do that. So we did it. Oh my gosh.
I could not. That sounds great for you.
Yeah, no. When you're a mood reader and you have like a list of books that you need to read, absolutely awful. The worst. The worst. Maybe that's why I never read anything on my TBR.
Yeah, we actually decided okay, not fully decided, but we may or may not be giving up ARC reading because like we like actually cannot be held to like because this year we've done it so differently than before where we've had like 3 or 4 at the same time for like a month and that's just been chaotic because before it was like once in a blue moon we had an ARC to read and then now we've been like grouping them all together like all of a sudden we sign up for a bunch and we forget and then we're like oh my goodness
We get
cannot
surprise
do
emails.
this right
We're like,
now.
you've been approved for an ARC. We're like, oh, cool. Thanks.
So
We're talking about reading ARCs as if we've been doing it forever. We only just started last July.
But still, no, that's so valid. It's
like
so
we need to
valid.
quit.
Yeah.
Like
But-
they've been so good, but then we never read anything else.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's so hard when all of our friends are like releasing books. We're like, no, we wanna
That's how I
do.
feel. I know.
Like, I'm feeling so burnt out, but I'll do this for you.
It's like much love. Oh my God. Okay, I thought I was gonna do that heart thing again.
It always happens to us on FaceTime and then we don't know what makes it happen. So then we like try to do things to get it again or something
Never
and it
works.
never works. And we don't even know like because half the time we're not moving our hands or anything. Like we say like, oh, I like that. And then the thumbs up just starts floating around and we're like, get out. Stop listening to me.
Yeah.
Real.
Well, since we are on the topic of other books too, and you did say that you would read anything second chance, which agree. That's I think my favorite trope these days. Do you have a like favorite or least favorite trope? Just like any specifics you feel very strongly about.
Yeah. So I will never turn down a second chance. Just that's it. I don't really have any other favorites, and I think that goes off of being a mood reader. I'm just like, oh, that sounds cool. But I really hope I don't ruffle any feathers. I cannot read an accidental pregnancy trope book. I can't. I can't. The second that they mention that she's sick, like
I'm
I
out.
love a single parent book. People, please don't hate me. But I don't know. And that's great. I'm not one of those people that are like, don't write, pregnancy books. I think it's great for people who love reading about it, people who maybe can't have babies of their own and love, healing through reading that. But for me, I personally do not like pregnancy, and can't do it. Cannot do it. I can do like a good one night stand. That's adjacent. That's something that wasn't planned, but I can't do those. Oh, it was so unplanned. Can't do it. Sorry.
That is so fair. That's so
Yeah,
fair. Like,
no
I think
feathers
that's
are
the one that
ruffled.
we see the most. So, like, that's the one that we've heard the most, I feel like, is accidental pregnancy. Like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, very fair. I've like barely read it. I think I had like, well, I was about to say the only book that I read that was it, and then I realized it's kind of maybe a spoiler, so I'm not even gonna say it. But it was like it was a cowboy romance. Yeah. So, well, we could duck quack over it. It was Heartless by Elsie Silver. But also, I think that's known. I think that is so known
I think it's known. That's like a trope of the
because
book.
it happens so much when you have like a single parent. Like it's like, oh, single dad, he falls in love with this other person. No, what can I do for a plot twist? Boom, accidental pregnancy, and now you're gonna have another kid. Oh, and you weren't in an official relationship. Yeah, it makes it really complicated. It's not my cup of tea either.
Yeah. Good for them.
Good for them. Great for them.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Wow. Can't wait for the day when we have someone on. They're like, you know what? My favorite trope is just accidental pregnancy.
We have
We'll
had
be like,
people defend it.
wow.
But like they haven't said
No,
it's their
defend
favorite
it.
either.
Yeah, defend it all you want. That is so great. I will defend it for other people from over here.
Oh, yeah. No, see, that's what we love. But also, we just love to hate on tropes. So, you're good. So, from your whole experience as an indie author, oh my gosh, love it all. Well, maybe not all. But like you've just been going through so much from first concocting the idea to going through like the whole, writing, editing process, all of that, and like cover design and like building your platform, finding people to read it, arc reading, and then putting it out. Do you have any advice for other indies or like things you've learned from the process of writing and publishing your debut that you wish you would have known or just anything?
I don't know if there's anything that I would want to have known because I didn't know what I wanted to know. It's kind of that thing of like jumping head first and hoping for the best. What do I always say? Expect the worst, hope for the best. It's like my life's motto. But no, I think you guys were kind of mentioning it in the beginning of like having those people that you just like share things to, talk to them. And I think my favorite thing has been finding that community of people. And like, you're not going to always have that match with people and that you think that you will, and that's so fine. And I used to get in my head about that, like, oh my gosh, why don't they want to be my friend? Why don't they want to share, all this stuff? We're in the same boat. And that's like so fine because I have met people that like you guys or just all everybody else that's just in this little circle. I feel like we're all in, and we can it's so heartwarming having those friends and like growing up as somebody who didn't have friends in real life. I love my little internet besties. And it's just the best thing. So my advice would be to find those people and like wait if you need to, because you'll find them. And it's like the greatest thing because those are the people that are like support you. And then you can like put things back and forth between each other and figure everything out because this is an insane process. And everything that I have learned, like I've learned so much from like Grace Elena. She's helped me so much in the earlier stages. And Kayla James, she helped me with like she saw my early stages of this cover. And it wasn't even this cover. So she's seen it all. And I think that's just the greatest thing.
I love that. It's like it's so heartwarming to have friends, especially just it's heartwarming to have friends, period. That's a fact. But
Real.
also like you said, like sometimes at the beginning too, or like you connect with someone and you're like, wow, this is amazing. We're gonna be best friends. And then like maybe nothing comes from it and you're just like, oh dang, thought we were all wanting to be besties around here. But it comes around. You come around and then one day you end up with like your super close besties and everything's going well and you're sharing all your stuff and yeah, like you see every single version of someone's cover. You know every like thing that's going wrong or right. Like you're there for the highs and the lows and it's really awesome.
I love it.
But I was gonna say, not a personal anecdote right here, but it's relevant. I mentioned it on an episode. I never said anything about like who it was or what happened or anything. But on my release day, I'm saying this like it's tea and it's not tea. On my release day, I had work, right? I wake up, it's like 6:30 in the morning, and I'm like, wake up. I have not spoken to anybody. Like my boyfriend's still sleeping. I go to the bathroom. I come out. I pick up my phone. I have no notifications except for one DM from Ellie telling me happy release day. It was like the first person I heard from. Like I had not even spoken words to anybody like in real life yet. And I was just like, and I was like, oh my gosh, my day was just made. And I was so excited and it was just so meaningful. So thank you again.
Oh my God.
I want to like shout that out because I was like, I talked about it on the pod. I was like, oh, it was like the first thing I saw that day. But yeah, it was Ellie. So that's team.
All's fair in love and poetry. I wore this for you.
Oh. I
Yeah.
love it.
I was like, oh,
teacher.
my poetry girly.
Yes. Oh, it's so good. I love that so much. Literally, when I was picking my release day, I was like, I literally have to publish it before the Tortured Post Department comes out because I don't want anyone to think I'm like copying it. Like I was like, I have to do it before. Yes, so exciting. Having a community is just like the best part of the process, and it makes you feel, because sometimes, okay, writing can be very isolating, obviously, and so when you have other people in your corner to like even just read or comment, react, anything, like it just helps be a little less lonely sometimes. But this question is so dramatic. And you totally don't have to spill anything you don't want to spill. But if you've been thinking about what's next for Hummingbird Lake or even anything else that you want to share, this is a safe place.
This is a safe place. I feel like I can say this only because now the book is out and all of that. But the next book is Mel and Gracie's storyline. So I'm super excited because it's going to be a sapphic romance, and all of my things also is like all of my writing is having that queer rep because I am a queer girly and I feel like that's needed. And you know, Lucy is queer, pansexual, however she wants to identify. She doesn't really identify with it. And so I can say that in my second book for that, oh my God, should I like say what the title is?
I mean,
you can say it and then
because I'm going to, by the time that this is out, I'm going to be saying it the next day. So this is like anyone who listens to this on release day kind of gets like, okay, it is going to be called Love Right Now is the Best. Because oh my God, I'm going to spill so much, but I don't care. I'm so excited. But it's, you know, Mel is, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't really want to give a title, but she is queer, but she identifies as lesbian. And she, you know, it's the greatest thing because she doesn't let it affect how she meets Gracie, who is up until thinks that she's straight. But she learns throughout her story, I'm spilling everything, but I don't care because this is it. But she learns throughout her story that love can be whatever you want it to be. And so she learns that through her friendship with Lucy. Gracie learns that through her own life, and then she learns that through her friendship with Mel. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But that is that next story. I don't know when it's going to come out. I actually might have a whole other release for a whole different story that's not a part of the series that might come out before that.
Sometimes,
so we'll see.
Sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah. But I am working on the 2 books. I'm working on book 2 and I'm working on my next work in progress all at the same time. So whatever one calls to me, whichever one gets, more out of my energy, that's going to be the one that I'm going to release. It's kind of like eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
So fair. Mood reader, mood writer.
Yes.
Mood
Yes.
writer. That's literally me with my book and then mine and Lisa's book.
Yeah.
I'm like, which one is priority right now? I'm so obsessed. There's something so funny. Even though we do everything like digitally and like on Zoom and stuff, there's something in the air when you get on Likewise Pod that just makes you want to spill a secret like nothing else. It's the girls' room. Like that's what it is. It's the girls' room.
And it helps me because honestly, me just saying that right now actually helped me decide when I was going to start talking about it. So thank you.
Oh, our pleasure.
You're like, I'm going to take full credit for that.
You're like,
Oh
put it in
my
the acknowledgements.
Oh. Anyways, speaking of acknowledgements, it's so funny. Issa and I have like a we have like a running like collaborative note on our phones that's just like a list of people, and we're like, how do we shout out this many people in our acknowledgements?
You just say people I met on Instagram. That's what I did. I was like, all right, I have my few people, and then I was like, people I met on social media. Thank you.
That's so real. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Okay. Shifting gears a little bit. At least edits. We love that. That's so cute. How do you keep yourself on track as an author, writing her own stories and also working on client edits, aka like what is your secret to staying organized with all of that? And then, your own personal life, mom life, wife life.
Delusion, baby. Pure delusion. Yeah. No, I don't like saying that I'm a people pleaser because all of this is a choice. I decided to do, and that's like the best thing about doing like freelance work and all of it. But no, if I tell somebody I'm going to do something for them, or I tell myself I'm going to do it, I have to meet it. I have to do it. I just do it. I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason. I do have like my planner, and I do, if I have so many manuscripts at a time, which I do right now, I will break it down of like, okay, when is their due date? When is this? Do I have anything planned for the kids? Do I have, am I going to want to go to Target and stroll around that day? So like, I am trying to like fit it all in. And there are the days where I'm like, I just need to nap. And it ends up being a problem for future Ellie. But yeah, I plan as much as I can. And then again, plan for the best, expect the worst, plan for the best. So that's it. But I think I'm pretty on top of it. I think I have it down. But I am cutting back on my Ellie's edits through the summer because I want to focus a lot more on my own writing because I do have so many ideas. So I've been finding that balance for sure. But
love that. Yeah, I can see me personally being a people pleaser. Like, I can see how easy it is to be like, to put your own stories on the back burner because you like want to keep yourself open to like doing all these edits. But then you're like, wait a second. You're like, wait, I have 2 books that I want to write. So Need
And
time
I
for
just
that.
don't want to be stuck on my like laptop. Like I am so fortunate that I have my husband who has shorter days than he used to. So he comes home and he's like, I got the kids, you go do it. And I have that, but I just also hate being glued to my laptop as much. Um, and feeling like I have to be rather than wanting to be. And yeah, I just kind of the same thing. I want to detach. I want to be able to like treat it as a job at 6 p.m. whatever. I get off the laptop and we binge watch This Is Us as a family.
Oh,
Yeah,
love that.
I love
That's
it.
so cute.
I just started picturing like your kids watching. I was like, wait. But I was like, I love that.
They
um,
love it.
yeah. I think of sorry, right now the current like the whole conscious baby thing. I don't know if you guys have seen that on TikTok. Um,
What?
there's like, okay, very short. There's this thing where people are talking like people are just now learning that babies can be like really conscious. Like, because there's that video where the mom's like, who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando? And the baby was like,
Yeah.
me. And they're like, what? Um, yeah, people just didn't know that like some babies could like be like that. So
No, my son will find This Is Us for us when we're like, oh, mommy and daddy are going to watch a show. He takes the remote and he puts it on. He knows to go to Netflix. He knows to go to our account. He puts it on. He knows what volume we like. And then he hums their little like intro outro song.
That's so cute.
Like he is very aware of everything.
I love that. I guess we know a little bit about you keeping track of everything and like being organized, but like when it comes to editing, like what made you want to start editing on top of doing your own writing?
So this is another thing I've always wanted to do. I have been the type that's like, I want to do this as a job. I want to do this. And I think that accounts to the ADHD. But the same way that writing has always been my plan and my goal and my dream, it's also been editing. And I always thought that I needed, to work at a publishing house and I needed to do that. But then now with the wonderfulness that is social media and just having those connections, I'm like, oh, I can do this. And so it's just another one of those like following my passion, as cheesy as it is, just doing that. Um, and then like a transparency moment, it does, bring in a couple bucks a month that plays in. So it's like a win-win. I get to help other indie authors have very affordable editing services because I know how expensive it can get, and I love being able to find affordable things in this whole because you're putting out those fronts all by yourself. So I wanted to do that, and then it helps me, and just it's a whole creative thing, and then another ticking of a box of hey, I got to say I did this.
That's so cute. Oh, I love that. No, literally like seeing all of your stuff and like, oh yeah, by the way, editing now. Ellie's edits so fun, so cute. I'm like, she's literally the cutest person that's ever lived. I'm obsessed and yeah, this world is an expensive place to live. So appreciate you like understanding that and knowing that, but also like knowing the value that you have and like being able to be like, okay, I am gonna like stay affordable, but also like if I need to raise my rates, like I'm gonna do that because that's what my services are worth.
I know I love it, but I have to be so honest that I put so much in, and I'm not saying that other editors don't. I think you have the right editor if they are putting their whole attention on it. But I don't know. I feel like I'm very because like you were saying of I I pull from the nostalgia. I'm all about detail in my own writing and then also with other people. And so like I kind of like to put myself a little bit of a pedestal and think that I can just really help with the detail stuff and just really like, oh, finding that one thing that maybe somebody else wouldn't, and also the author. And so I'm like, wait a minute, like I'm still going to be super affordable. Trust me. But I do think I'm definitely underpraising myself, which that sounds so bad. I don't know. Like, I don't, that sounds terrible, but no, 100%. I feel like that's going to be super fun. And I'm happy to, like I said, cut back to focus on myself, you know, do all of that in the new year. So I love to see what happens in my own author stuff and then also helping other authors.
So exciting. Yeah, the detail is something I noticed right away when I was reading. I was just like, wow, I love this because sometimes like I'll be reading something and I'm like, I want more detail. Or like I'm writing and I'm like, oh my gosh, are people gonna think this is too much detail? But then I'm like reading your book and I'm like, this is everything I need. Like I need this detail. And I used to not like highlight, so I don't really annotate books, but I highlight on Kindle. And then I kind of forgot whenever I arc read on Kindle, I forget that like I can still highlight in my arcs and like still see like my notes. I don't know why I forget, but I just like for some reason think Kindle's not gonna like keep my notes in this cute little thing for me. But I've made the most absurd amount of highlights in this book and I'm like I can't wait to go and like read them because usually like when I'm like arc reading I try to just like I'm like, I just want to like eat it up and read it. And like, I'll highlight a couple things, like if I really like want to go back to the quote or like pull it for something. But here I'm like, I like highlight a whole little paragraph and then I read the next one and I go, oops, I'm not done yet. And then I highlight the next paragraph too. So it's been so much fun.
It's the poet in me. I'm like, I have to. I have to. It has to be like, I want you to like be sobbing. Like, I'm not saying my book's going to make people sob. But yeah, I just want it to feel a little more poetic and all of that.
I love that. No, literally, it's so good. I'm like, I'm getting everything I need. Like exactly like what Sam just said. Getting everything I needed, and like not a morsel less. I'm obsessed. Eat it up. It's so good. So thank you. Okay, I think this is our final question. That makes me so sad. Because this has been so much fun, like talking with you and just getting to know you over more than just Instagram DMs and close friend stories. But so we know like indies, we like have to choose a publishing name, whatever. And we saw you chose Blue Daisy Books, and I was like, Sam, I'm obsessed with this. We have to choose a good publishing name too. But yeah, so just wondering, if you want to share why did you choose Blue Daisy Books?
Yeah, I know that you could just have your name and that would have been fine. But I was like, I don't want to because I do go by Ellie. I was like, oh, I don't want Elaine Richards on everything. I don't like my legal name. I don't, I don't want to do it. And I don't really know any of the other logistics. Honestly, somebody please do not sue me or send me a letter or anything because this is not anything official. This is just the name I chose for my ISBNs. But I did choose that because so both of my kids are born 2 days apart in April, but 3 years difference. And so the April flower is daisies. And my son's favorite color is blue, but my daughter's middle name is blue. And so it was like a thing also. I actually have it in my acknowledgments. It's like the first thing of like, to my kids of saying, you know, I can't wait to figure out your childhood dreams because I'm following mine. And so I wanted to put that for them, for me. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm
I
gonna
love
cry.
it.
That's the cutest thing. Shut up.
I know I can't stop talking about my kids, but like I literally owe all of this to my husband and my kids because my husband is the biggest supporter and he makes me like he's always hyping up my stuff and my ideas and he will be like, spend what you need to spend, write what you need to write, take as much time as you need, do it because he knows how passionate I am. And then like my kids, it's like I feel like I just want to show them like, you know, I am very, very fortunate to be a stay-at-home mom. But then you have the idea of like seeing of their dad work outside of the house, and I was like, but I'm working inside of the house as being your mom, but I'm also following my dreams while doing the same thing, and like I'm not gonna let myself get lost in motherhood. So we're like I'm hoping that we are setting a really good example of like showing them just how, I don't know. I love it. I owe it all to them. I'm gonna cry.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Your husband, real life man written by a woman.
I know. I owe it all. Like his mom is just so sweet. She did it all by herself, and she's just she's such a great woman. And I'm very, very fortunate to how she raised him and how I raised him. Honestly, I had to put work in.
So real. When do the wives not have to?
Like I can't be training another person. I'm like, we're here forever.
Real. Stuck.
Oh my goodness. Off script, totally not a question we already came up with. But has he like read any of the book, or like maybe he's read the whole thing, or like I don't know, how does he know specifics? Like I'm so curious. Like I love knowing, because I remember one time when we had Sierra on, she was talking about how her like FMC in her first book she wrote was like very her, and then her husband read it and was like, I hate her, and she was like, so now I'm like asking everybody, I'm like, have they read your book?
So he pretty much knows what it is and what it's about from me like yapping away all hours of the day from this last year, because I actually did start this. Oh my God. I think like it's been a year since I like started the idea. Completely different idea what I started with from what it is now. But yeah, so this whole year I've been just talking to him about it, every single draft, every idea. He has not read it, which is totally fine. I actually have no problem with that because he is not a reader. He's the video gamer. So like we can't have everything and win, you know? Um
So real. So real.
But he has read the spicier scenes. So he has read that. I have sent it to him while he was at work. And he goes, good God, woman. I'm like, oh. So like also if hi to Chris's mom, if you are listening to this, so sorry. So sorry.
Actually, I just made that all up. I never did that.
Yeah. It's not at all based on
real life
events.
You know what? At this point, do not tell her to listen to this.
No. I have it in the beginning that says, if you want this, it says, should you choose to make this a closed door read, feel free to skip over chapter 24 and 32. So this is more so a note for her and my aunt. So you're welcome. Thank you. Please don't read those.
This is actually a request of me to you.
Yeah, they're not like crazy. It is not like a super spicy book, but there are some things in there that I'm like, I don't know where those ideas. That was Patricia who took over. Okay,
right. I'm so excited to finish, and just I know I'm gonna love it because I already do love it, but you know, love it more than I do now. Amazing. Wow. I'm so excited.
I love this. This has been such a fun conversation. Thank you so much for letting us just like pick your brain about anything and everything and, you know, agreeing to yap with us.
No, I've been so excited. I wish I brought my planner with me, but I like wrote it down and I like put a little heart around it. And I was like, likewise, Pod.
Oh my gosh. We're honored. I'm speaking on behalf of both of us. We're honored.
So honored.
Okay, so I guess we have to close it out. So we'll do it as we always do with Song of the Week, which we all love songs. So big song girlies over here today. Love it so much. So Sam, what is your Song of the Week?
Okay. I already forget what I put down. Oh yeah. Okay. My song of the week is Deeply Still in Love by Role Model, because I was kind of annoyed with it that it like kept playing on my TikTok like a little too much. And then now like I've actually just like kind of listened to it, windows down, sunny weather, really loving it. And it's totally not on there because there's like a specific tie to it somewhere else. Thanks. It's totally not a book song. Ellie, what's your song of the week?
Right now, because I started watching the OC yesterday, is California, their theme song by Phantom Planet. And it gives all the early Y2K vibes and then spelling. And it also may or may not be on a playlist for something I don't know what it's about. But yeah, that's my song of the week.
Ooh, this is so exciting. Okay. Mine has no tie to any book for real.
Yeah.
But it could. Yeah, low key, high key. Someone Who's Trying by the band Camino. Of course, what else would I choose when they release a song? Well, 3 songs, but I only chose one instead of all 3. So, which is so funny because one of them is called Nostalgia. So,
Oh, should have picked it.
yeah, Sam, that's on you. Or I guess me.
Right.
My cheeks hurt from like smiling and laughing so much.
No, that always happens to me when we have guests, and I'm like, I cannot speak the rest of the night because I smiled too much or laughed too much, and I might have to have a third cup of tea to make up for my yapping on
I
my
know that's been
tonsil
me with
journey.
my raspberry green tea. I love it.
Ooh, maybe I'll switch. Maybe I'll
Yum.
have raspberry next. That's my other tea that I like. It's raspberry. So
Oh my gosh. And before we forget, because we usually do, if you're not already, make sure to go follow Ellie on Instagram at author Elaine Richards. We'll have it linked, of course, as always, as well as like her book, because You Right Now is the best. And it's so true. You Right Now is the best.
new life motto.
Again, like always a broken record, but literally, thank you so much. So fun. And I'm sure we'll be talking again so soon.
Probably tomorrow.
So real. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so Sam and Ellie, I just hope you guys both have a really great rest of your day.
Thanks, Issa, and likewise to you all.
Bye.
Bye.